Hiya! Welcome to one of my videos. This one's actually quite personal because I'm going to take you into my guest room to show you my famous faces on the wall who I've interviewed over the years for TV, simply because this is why I started, sorry, falling over. This is why I started blogging at the age of 64. Having done so long in TV and radio, obviously I was really into writing, really into visuals, really into photography. So when I started blogging, so old, I actually took to it like a duck to water. And I'm thrilled to say we are in September 2018 celebrating our 4th anniversary of Alternative Aging, the blog. So I just wanted to share with you where my background came from in case you didn't know, and to say a big thank you to you all for following, for watching YouTubes, for commenting and just being the best. We are spreading the positive aging message far and wide. So big thank you, and let's get on with the tour. But first, before we get into the famouses, this is the stairs leading to the guest room ensuite, which is now being turned into my photographic studio. I will do a video on the room so you can have a jolly good look round. But that's what people see when they use the loo downstairs, are my famous faces, what I've interviewed over the years. So I thought you'd like to enjoy the story. Look at me, look how young I look. On the other hand, look how young Jason Donovan looks. Scary, isn't it? I'm going to hit the focus button. No, there. Of course, it was long before selfies and digital, but I was lucky enough to have the camera, and you can see my badge, TVAM, breakfast television. The cameraman always took the photos, so I always got nice ones. So there's Jason as a young man. And here's a very young Kylie Minogue. We don't look too happy, do we? I think it was the 10th day. But she was so tiny. I'm only 5'4". Look how tiny she is. And still is, yes. Here's a not so young Prince Charles. I was thrilled as a marathoner for Breakthrough Breast Cancer to be invited along with lots of other people to his home. And we had lovely chats because my rule with famouses is to treat them like normal people. So we had a lovely chat about the movie he'd seen the night before, while everyone else just stood and gawped. So that's Prince Charles, lovely man. And here's Paul McCartney and me. Amazingly, you can see how similar we look. He actually spotted it and said, look, we could be brother and sister, we look so alike. Then we did. Not so much now, because I've gone grey and he hasn't. But lovely, lovely man. And there's me jumping out of an aeroplane. I'm sorry about the reflection, there's nothing I can do about it. But that's me with the Red Devils jumping an awfully long way. And as you can see, absolutely terrified, but so glad I did it. And there's, do you remember Simply Red? That's Mick Hucknall. Kept us waiting for an hour and a half to do the interview. But that's showbiz. Look at him there, what a youngster. And how did we ever think that David Beckham looked like that? That he would turn into that good-looking model? This was when he'd just been signed to Man U, so long time ago. Young lad, there with his parents, and he'd only just started going out with Victoria, because they told me, and I kept it quiet for all those years, well, months. Gloria Estefan, very lucky to be invited to her private island off Miami. And I'm just hitting the focus. No, that's a bit soft as well. She had a Dalmatian dog that's just had puppies. So that was a really awesome time spent running around her house. And do you remember Bros? That's a gorgeous picture. I think that's Matt. Do you know, I really can't remember which one it is, but he was pretty nice, and that's a lovely pic. And here's Wet, Wet, Wet. Now, I interviewed them loads of times, so often that that's Marty Pello on the left and Graham, the bassist, on the right. And Graham comes to Brighton, and there's the VIP from the last time I saw him. Oh yes, they were all there in Brighton, but he actually performs solo, so I get to meet him and his lovely wife from time to time. And next one, not many more if you're getting bored. There's me accomplishing my first marathon in my late 40s, the London Marathon. It was horrendous, but the New York one I did the next time was amazing. And the last lot are all sport. It was connected to Adidas. Paul Ince on the left and Gaza on the right. Lovely to have met the famous Gaza. I met him a couple of times actually. Never understood a word he was saying, but lovely man. Paul Ince was very naughty. He called me round the back in the middle of this shoot because we were all bored and said, Susie, come and look at this. He was standing there stark bollock naked. Well, I just don't know. So every time I see him on TV, I'll have a little smile and think, I've seen you naked. And finally, a sportsman, that's Prince Naseem. I don't know what he's doing nowadays, the boxer. That was in the 90s. Lovely man in Sheffield, and that's sort of all I can say about him. I don't know what's happened to him. Anyway, that's my Walk of Fame. I do hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry about the reflections and the wobbly camera, but I thought you'd like something more personal to celebrate my 4th anniversary of blogging. This is where it all started. So thanks for your support. Please like, comment, thumbs up, do whatever you normally do. And lovely to see you. See you soon. Bye.